Here we go. The centerpiece is out for the gear shifter. All you do is you take a sticky notepad, like anything you'll find off a desk. I usually put the sticky side right here so I can have something to stick it down, or a little up ways, just halfway through the sticky part. Rub it along the sides once you have it in there, and it'll make an imprint. Take a pen, trace the circle from the oblong rectangle, I guess you can call it. Trace that, and then cut it out, cut away their edges. You can see a little bit of my trace lines. And then what I do is I take a little Vaseline and I rub it on the gear select thing so it holds the paper down where there is no sticky across the top. Now that you got that done, you have it. I put down some garbage bag or anything, cardboard will work. And you do 3 coats of this, light brisking coats. If you put just 1 coat on or 2 coats on, it'll make it really thin, and it's easier to, it holds harder, it lasts longer as far as that goes, but it's way harder to peel off if you happen to just scratch it or mess it up. I did mine about 6 months ago, and I just now scratched it up a little bit trying to, you don't have to be delicate with it or nothing once you get it on there, but I was really roughhousing it around and scraping it up against the side of stuff when I was taking it apart. And so I've already peeled off the layer I had before, and I will spray this on to do it. It'll last about another 6 months to a year or longer if I don't rub it up against a lot of hard surfaces. What do you expect? It's going to scratch. But just leaving it in there, once you get it in there, it should last forever. I throw my keys down right there and it hits them all the time and it never scratches it. It would really take me like pressure rubbing something against it, trying to scratch it, the rubberized paint off. So that's it. Do it real quick. I'll let you guys see what it looks like and should be good to go. Put it back in after it dries for a couple hours. First coat is on. All the air bubbles and ripples you see will dry out thin, and then I'll put another coat on and I'll do the same thing. As you can see from the off spray, it does make a really long horizontal spray pattern. So my test spray, you'll see how big it was, just test spraying from about 5-6 inches away. And I do spray this probably about 8 inches away when I'm spraying. And you can already see that the bubbles are starting to come out all on their own already. And it will not dry shiny. This is actually the matte black, so it will dry looking just like the cap. If you're curious, you can also do your rims. I'm going to be doing this again. I typically do it in the winter time. Just you can take off your tire. You can do it with your tire on, but cover all your brake components. But I typically take my tire off, take some index cards, a pack of 100 to cover all the tires, kind of overlap them, put them in the groove, so that way you won't get any off spray on your tire. And you put 3 coats on your rim. So same thing. And you also can go buy the metallizer of this, which will give it that metal kind of a glitterish, barely glitter kind of color to it. That's also good to use. Put 2 coats of that on top of the 3 coats of black. All right, so looking good, it's getting there. And I'll come back and do it again.